Fairies and magic and sprites. Oh my. Do you like fairies? Do you like doing your fingernails? Do you like fairy fingernails? Well, no, I was kidding right there. But the Mani by Me box for this month is full of fairies and fun magical manicures to create. And I had a lot of ideas as usual. And I'm doing a video so I can show you what I did with this box. This is the April 2021 box, Fairy Kingdom. Before I go on too much further, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it at all. Comment below. I love the comments. Tell me what your favorite manicure or swatch was. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I helped you at all. Tell me if I didn't, etc., etc. And subscribe to my channel. Especially click the notifications bell because I do release semi-frequently, about once a week, barring illness. You know, you want to get my notifications for when I do the new box or, you know, whatever I'm doing that particular week. So let's get started. If you haven't had the opportunity to subscribe or hadn't decided with the inclination to subscribe to the box, it's easy to do. You can use the code SUB5 for your very first box if you're a first-time subscriber, and that'll give you $5 off the full-size $25 box, which does include shipping, by the way. So, the other thing is I want to tell you guys that I am a new Mani by Me ambassador, Maniology ambassador, which I know I've been doing these videos for over 3 years. You're probably thinking, what? Just now? Yeah, just in the last couple months. So, my code is RAISA10, I believe. The real 100% verified code is in the description field of my video, as well as information on the link and where to subscribe. And my cute little teaser polish from the Polished Gamers box that I wanted to show you, which I guess I'll show you before anything. This is called Flame Thrall. Flame Thrall. The theme is Elder Scrolls, which I haven't played that series of games, but I do like, you know, I played D&D and stuff, so I'm familiar with some of the terminology. That is just such a beautiful gold with red, etc. And here is 2 coats. So that's a lot of fun. Again, that goes live on the 15th of the month. I think the box stays open for around 4 days. So let's see these plates, huh? Maniology MXM053. You'll know Maniology Mani by Me plates because they will have the exclusive plates will have the MXM in the number. So you can see a lot of things we've seen on, you know, that have been on trend in our manicures or our stamping plates, etc. from time to time. We've got mushrooms and crystals and all sorts of little fairies and little garden place here. This is probably the star of the show, and I did use this one in a mani to show you that on, you know, fairly sport length longer nails. With these I think of these as my sport length, and I apologize for, you know, these look a little ratchet for nails that I, you know, just did the other day, but I found out the hard way that when it gets to 82 a little earlier than you anticipated, keeping your nail tips, completed nail tips in the window isn't nice to them. So who'd have thunk it? Anyway, so I lied. I definitely did not. So this is a gradient in the background. I do that in some of my tutorial videos from long ago and far away. Anyway, and then some of these are reverse stamped, as you can see, they're colored in. So the other nail that I guess is the one I was talking about, which is the one that ended up really ratchet, it actually flattened completely in the sun. But here's how much of her showed up on my nail. I think it's pretty nice. I think the amount that shows up is just great. So, and then I did a modified gradient French with one of the decorative elements on there. And then this one I did like a sponge border, and then I did a pattern of the element. So this is that place, and as usual, I will show you how wonderful Maniology plates stamp by showing you the paper swatches at the end. I always pull out my paper when I unwrap a nail stamping plate, and it will give me a good idea of how well etched the plates are, and if I have to make any adjustments to the stamper or stamping polish that I use, which does happen. Maniology MXM54 has this cute little, you'll see I used the heck out of that little motif here with all those little purple flowers at the bottom. It's just a really excellent tool to use in landscape or scenic manicures. And then we've got some all over images. It's true, it's true. Some with flowers, some with flying things from the sky that are not fairies. And then if you see in this little image here, these are little sprites or fairies hidden within the leaves. So here's a Build-A-Fairy. These are supposed to be fairy wings folded in half, but I really prefer it. I'd really prefer it if you could see that they'd drawn a little bit of the overlap a little bit more, because this one has a really good overlap, and this one does too. Maybe this one does, but these guys don't especially. And but anyway, they are fun, and I did make one of those for you on that other nail. Here's a, oh, I did this one. The fairy in a lotus leaf with a crystal ball. Lots of little cute motifs again. Butterfly all over image and a mushroom all over image. And that is what we've got on that plate. Now I'm going to start showing you my swatches. So this has a matte top coat, and I just did 3 kind of blobby layers, not blobby enough to dry funky, but I wasn't, what I'm saying is I wasn't really strategic with, I was just inspirational with where I put my polish colors. And then I did this over it in gold and mattified it with, of course, my handy dandy NeVerMind polish matte top coat. Then we have our mushrooms. I did some dry brushing on the background in this one, and then I colored in white and red on the mushrooms. And then I used some sticky base coat, which I don't use sticky base coat very much. I use 99-cent Dollar Tree base coat, top coat. It's a terrible top coat, but it's awesome for keeping your nails sticky enough for a few seconds to put on a decal. So that's how I roll. We've got a flying bunny. And then I know you might be able to see that background white stamp, you might not. It's from a discontinued Dixie plate. I just wanted to show you that there's more room for a little more complexity in the manicure if you want it. And these little guys were taken from around the wolf's head or fox's head, whichever it was. So these little ornate flourishes, I just stole them from another place on the plate, which I encourage you to do when you are designing your manicures. Here is the honeycomb image with the flowers and the bees filled in. I did do a diagonal gradient with purple, fuchsia, and white underneath them. I hope you like this one. I like the way it turned out. I used a matte top coat on this one too. Also, I just wanted to show you that you can use these plates for, you know, regular old fancy prom nails, wedding nails, whatever nice occasion you have going for you. Maybe you have a holiday party coming up. Oh, I don't know, in 8 months, however long it's going to be. Maybe we all get to go to our holiday parties this year. So I have a fun, flaky iridescent in the body itself of that beetle. I don't know if you can see it, but I had hoped that you'd be able to see it a little better because I wanted it to come off like beetle green. But that beetle's pretty fun on its own anyway, though. 3 more to go. I promise I'm not trying to bore you. Here's the image I colored in with the fairy. I didn't realize... This is real life. This is how raise a bee. I didn't realize that those wings, those were wings instead of just a garland of leaves. Way too late. So I colored the wings the same color as the leaves. Poor me. I like it anyway. It's fancy. Okay. 2 more. Here's the wolf slash fox slash whatever I talked about with those little ornate bits on the side. I like that one. I mattified it. Last but not least, I did a standard kind of vertical gradient, and then I colored in the little ladies with some white. You can't see the white sparkle. I'd wanted them to be kind of magical, but that's all right. And then that went on with a glossy top coat. Seche Vite is what I use because I like how thick it is and how fast it dries crystal solid. You also get like a free or a gimme item in your Mani by Me box if you get the full size box. This time nail art stickers came with it. I do not use nail art stickers. I don't know whether I view it like this is not for anybody else. This is just for me. I kind of think of it as cheating because, well, also because the actual painting is very therapeutic for me. So I guess I'll put these aside for my next giveaway. And polishes. We always get 2 stamping polishes in our Mani by Me box. This is a metallic periwinkle with a silvery bit. This is called Morning Mist. Here are my swatches. 1 coat, fairly brush strokey. I tried to kind of pull this on and not touch it much with the brush because there are some metallics that have that tendency. But it didn't, it's not as brush strokey as some other stuff, but it's not awesome. And then looks like that blue shows up passably on black, definitely on the white. What else do we have here? Here is our pink. It also less passably shows up on the black. This polish is called Fairy Tale, and it is, I guess, a kind of a hollow or glitter, shimmer, something, but it's not really showing up very well in the actual stamped bits, but you can see that in the bottle. So it went on perfectly fine in 1 coat. Lovely little color. I'm not so much a pink fan, but fuchsia is where I kind of make exceptions. Fuchsia, magenta, whatever. Paper swatches for you. Next thing I've got coming up is my promised pond or jelly sandwich nail tutorial. Don't forget to set up your notifications so it tells you, YouTube tells you when I release it. It won't be long. Unless I decide to do like 8 swatch sticks of examples, like sometimes I go a little bit overboard. But it wouldn't be me if I didn't go, if I didn't run more of the race than I had to pass the class. So, how do you like this box? What do you think? Tell me. I would love to hear what you think. I've seen some lovely manicures on the Maniology community already, and hopefully this will give you some more ideas. Or maybe it won't. Maybe it was just you decide to spend some fun time with me. And for that, I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Look for my next videos and have an awesome week. Ta-ta!